Hello and welcome, Pisces. I hope that you all are radiating positive energy at this time. Let's hop right into it, get a universal message, and see how you guys are doing on the soul's journey. All right, Pisces, these messages is to encourage you, uplift you, make you aware of something, confirm some things, just a little validation or a purpose, okay? So, what is the energy for Pisces here on their soul's journey? Not relationships. 35 breaks down to an 8. What goes around comes around. The manifestation, right? And then we're not just talking about in relationships with a man and woman. We're talking about the relationship with your parents, your children, your employees, your friends, So, it's like I see this not as being loosened, like a release, to feel free to live in your truth, to feel free, the type of relationships where you don't have to conform or change, just to be true to you. Okay? You're not stuck in them. You're not the victim. You're not the villain. You're not the one that always had to pour and overflow other people's cups while no one pours into yours. It's just a sense of release of things that don't serve you so you can be in your truth. It ain't that you want to let go. It's that the universe is showing you that there will be distance between you and people you love because of your growth, your evolution, the way you listen to your body now, the little morning walks you take, the moment when you wake up, you don't automatically grab your phone. You sit with yourself, you listen to yourself, the little stretches you do, the reading of the books, you're not tied to people. People do not define you. And solitude is what I think is becoming a thing for you. And solitude is not loneliness. Solitude is you reconnecting with your soul to figure out what your purpose is, or what you want to do in life. Some people defined by their families. Some people are defined by their careers. Some people are defined by their relationships, their cars, their clothes, whatever. This is about you creating your own frequency and attracting true partnerships and relationships into your life. Ones that matter, ones that meet you where you at. Not the ones you have to dim your light, break down, or conform to just to keep the peace, to avoid chaos, or, to be with someone. No, the type of relationships that's going to meet you where you're at, where you don't have to change. You could just be true, authentic, because that's the frequency the universe resonates with. Authenticity. That's it. That's all. Okay? So, not relationships is your energy here on your soul's journey. So Pisces, let's hop right into the reading. Let's check up on the energy of you and your person, and let's see how they feeling about you when it comes to love, romance, and relationships. Remember to take these energies how they resonate for you. If it's not your story, don't try and make it fit, all right? You can stick around to the end. There may be something that becomes relevant for you, but if not, you can carry on to the next video respectfully. Thank you, Pisces. So let's see what's going on between you and them, Pisces. This deck is the message of love, okay? And you get reveal. I want to talk to you. The truth. Okay, so this feels like judgment. The judgment. Like this feels like somebody's about to come out and just really reveal to you how they feel, or clarify things you may want to know, open up a space for there to be a real conversation where the truth is told. Okay? It's like in a chapel, a church, a confession of some sort. Okay. So somebody want to come and speak their truth here, Pisces. You got holding back. I should have expressed myself better. Okay, this is someone who may have deep feelings for you, but act all nonchalant or act like you're nothing. Like the one that means the most to me, I ignore for whatever reason. I had something for you, but then, like, I had a dozen roses for you, but all the petals fell off because I just couldn't bring myself to give them to you, because I've been holding back due to their own insecurities. Because I need to remind Pisces that it's not you, it's them, okay? You living more in your truth, okay? And this could be somebody who see you slipping away and like, okay, let me put my fears aside, to to establish my discernment about this person who is Pisces. So if I put my fears aside and live in my discernment, that gives me the courage and the strength to walk forth and reveal my truth to you instead of holding back, thinking that a later day or there that I had more time. And the time is now, when it's right there on your mind, when it's in your spirit, with something forcing you to do it, but you hold back anyway. That's this person right here. Fear controls them in a spiritual sense, okay? Responsibilities, I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. Okay, and it surrounds family. Okay, so this person may have a family that they have to take care of. Okay, or maybe this is them wanting to take responsibility over you and your family. Make sure they have enough money to support it, and the emotional stability to support it, right? To be emotionally available, to be able to enjoy the time and not just be a presence, but be someone who's active in their presence with you, your family, or whatever, however that resonates for you. So this person want to take some form of responsibility around you, though. And then we have daydreaming. I am always longing for you. So this could be somebody that you ain't even in a relationship with. This could be somebody who just secretly loves you and don't know how to tell you. What's that song? You're always on my mind. That's what I feel for this person. Like, they just obsessing over you. So if you think about this person a lot, it's because they're sending out that frequency to you. Okay, so if this person, you may think about them and they call your phone, they manifested it. Okay. Third party. There were other things that got in the way of us being together, which first of all is their own insecurities, their fears, their inability to speak their truth and be in their truth. Okay, is what I'm thinking it is, but it could also be other people. Okay, so this is that energy, Pisces. Let's see what's challenging this situation. The runner. I don't want to run anymore. Okay, so this is like someone who's been avoiding this whole conversation. Everything they feel about you, every action they've taken, has been based upon their fears. Like, okay, Pisces, this is what I'm saying. They fuck with you, right? Y'all might have an intimate relationship. Y'all might be talking for years, or, kept it in the friend zone. Y'all may have, been in and out. Like, I messed with you a couple months, you ghosting or whatever. Is that whenever it gets tough to where this person, that thing in them, their spirit, their soul is pushing them to come forth and reveal it, every time they had that opportunity, they ran from it. No matter how y'all relationship is, every time they had an opportunity to step up to you and be real, their fears stopped them from taking that form of action. So the challenge is to stop running and face it, and finally open up and expose the true nature of this relationship and the true intention of what they want out of it. I don't know why, but for this person, that's just very hard to do. Okay, so what's crossing the energy is a new chapter. I am trying to move on. This could be them trying to move on with you, or you denying them. But it's fireworks, it's sparks, it's light, it's life here. And it could be the beginning of something great when everybody's honest with themselves and each other. you know. So let's hop right in, Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you and this person. And all these, they have a lot of emotion for you. I could just feel that really strong. They just don't know how to channel it. They don't know how to make it real because they're hiding behind fear, or fear has more control over their inner wheel, something like that. So if it seemed like they're a little weird, like they're a little closed off or detached a little bit, or you trying to put your finger on it, what it is about them that you just can't figure out, this is what it is. It's like when I get with you, I can talk to anybody, I can tell the truth to anybody, but for some reason when it gets to you, I fold, I freeze, and that's unusual of me, but something about you is like I feel the butterflies and I feel the fear, but I don't do it anyway. I let the fear turn me back to a damn caterpillar. You know, the transformation never gets to happen because the truth has never been spoken. You know, certain actions has to be taken in order for certain results to come about. Right? So let's see. This person want to reveal something, Pisces. Okay, and what do we have here? We have the Empress, but it's in the reverse. Okay? And the card says a smothering creator. Right. Something can flourish and become a reality, but like I said, their fear hides it. They smother what they feel. They got all that goodness in them and they hold it in. All that goodness for you, but they hold it in. All the things you could be or could have been, and within the time frame you've been dealing with this person has been missed opportunities based off of them holding and hiding what they feel. But it is the Empress. I feel like this person want to give to this. They want to nurture it. They want to heal it. They want that new chapter. They want a new beginning. This is somebody who is stepping into their faith, I believe, when it comes to you. They're stepping into it. They're accepting that they can't fight fate. They can't fight the feeling that they have for you. And it's too much to hold. So they gotta be real. Right? 3 of Cups. Okay? And that's like an accomplishment for them. Something that they may want to celebrate. It's like I'm gonna drown you with this love. If like you accept my invitation when I reveal my true feelings, if you with it with me, you're gonna see a different side of this person, a more loving, considerate side. That's a person who's like a problem solver, a person who likes to celebrate you. Okay. So they want to celebrate you, Pisces, but they've been smothering their feelings. And that's what they want to talk about. How much they care about you. How much they hear from you when it comes to their emotions. You know, they're coming to express how they feel. The Hangman, right? To make you aware of what I feel for you. Okay, so this is somebody who coming in to try to build a relationship. Okay? So this person wants you to be aware of what they feel for you before you slip away. Okay? They have been holding back. They should have expressed themselves better, right? But they did it. Okay? They held back what they felt. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So they didn't get what they wanted. They got the short end of the stick. Okay? They let their fear challenge them and they let their fear defeat them. Okay? They didn't get their blessing or the gift. They didn't get you as a gift. They got you as a lesson. And they don't like that because had I been real, had I spoke up, had I told Pisces the truth, I could have my heaven on earth. I could have everything that I want out of this situation. But because I held back, I got lessons. I'm learning lessons and they hurt, right? So your presence is making this person your reflection, right? Your reflection to them, like as far as you show them how to overcome fear. You may be a bold Pisces who's unapologetic about what they say, who isn't afraid to speak their feelings and be emotional and be vulnerable. You show them how to do that, but for them, it's a scary place. So they missed out on a lot of great opportunities that they had with you, and it all comes from them holding back, okay, what they feel. So it hasn't been working out great for them in this situation because they haven't been honest. Then we have the Lovers in reverse, and the card says a hunted choice, right? So it bothers them, right? Because the Wheel of Fortune is here, it's fate. And they have to get on the right side of it. They have to answer the calling. They have to open up, like with the reveal. They have to open up and let this be known. They have to speak it into existence, right? So it's all about this person just coming to you, expressing what they feel in hopes of building a relationship. For them, it's a part of fate. It's something that they can't shake. I'm always thinking about you, no matter what I'm doing, where I'm at, what I got going on. You always on my mind. And every time I get close to you and I got the opportunity to tell you what my intentions are, I fold like a little, I just fold up, right? And, that holding back is costing them big time now, because now it's like their spirit team is pushing them. Do it, right? I don't know what they so afraid of. The Six of Swords. Okay? Needed a chance. Okay? Need some help. Right? Maybe you could open up the conversation. If they need help or, expressing themselves. Maybe if you feel somewhere along the lines of what's weird about them, maybe it's, make a comfortable space for them to be able to communicate with you. Because maybe your boldness, your way of expression could be a little bit overwhelming sometimes but it's not up to you to conform. But you can open a safe space for communication. It's not up to you to conform because this person is in their weakness right now. But it's okay if you're going to entertain this person to create a space where they feel safe to talk. Listen. And don't do all the talking. Allow them to speak, And that's something that could open this relationship up and move it forward in a peaceful way where there ain't no misunderstandings, where we know what we doing. We ain't wondering about where we headed together. We know, right? Because we able to have the hard conversations or the scary ones, okay? It's a huge responsibility is what I'm getting. And maybe that's something that could be fear based on this person too. It's a huge responsibility to take on a woman or a man in a family. And it's a big emotional responsibility to be emotionally clear and stable and available. To know how to be vulnerable a little bit by expressing. So, the overall weight of a relationship is what really scares this person. How the surrender, to really make a choice with the Lovers, a hunted choice is in reverse, right? They don't want to miss out on it. Like they don't want to wonder their whole life, could a Pisces have been my person? If I don't take a chance now, I'll never know. If I keep acting in this way, I never know if they was my person or not. So this just somebody I get the energy that you've been constantly dealing with them and y'all ain't never spoke feelings, okay? And they are there deep and heavy. The Four of Swords, okay? This all they thinking about. It say earn rest. And look at this person. They are vibrant. They seem happy, they ground in themselves. Okay, so they're coming up with a solid solution. Okay, in the moments where they're not in your energy, when y'all in separation or just haven't been speaking, they're resting, but they're building their way up. It's like they're in the silence, in the solitude. The answers come. The soul speaks. You find your way. You know which direction to go in. And the direction obviously is pointing to you because they're so happy in these moments of rest. So whatever break y'all been on or ghosting that didn't happen, this person is reflecting on the whole situation that y'all have had from the beginning to this point now. And I don't think y'all ever been in a relationship. I think it's the type of relationship where we in one but we ain't, and we don't speak on it. We just deal with each other how we deal with each other, and that's a thing for some people, and to be in that energy for so long and then want to step up and just be that full man or that full woman or commit to it, expose your weaknesses to it, all your emotions and all these feelings, is a huge responsibility. And this person is seemingly preparing for that responsibility. They don't see it as a burden to take care of you and your family, or to become a part of it and assist and help out, or however it goes in your life. We got the Knight of Coins, right? Always somebody who take too long to do something, take too long to take action, want everything to be perfect. Look at all this. Like, I know I could get across this tightrope with this big city without falling. And that takes, focus. Right? So it's been real hard for this person to, get over this fear-based thing that lives within them to come towards you and make you an offer. Right? Patience to succeed. So they want to win with you, Pisces. They do. It's just taking them longer than others to get a grip. Okay, to move past some form of fear. It may be due to some childhood trauma. It may be they got close to somebody before and got totally played, manipulated, hurt, had to start life all over again, whatever, So it's a fear of commitment somewhere in there, and they're trying to overcome it. That's what I believe. I believe they're trying to overcome it and face their fears and do what their heart is telling them to do before they miss the opportunity. Ace of Swords, and it's all about truth. And the card says a newfound clarity. Okay, so their perspective of you has changed. Their perspective of how they've been going about this whole relationship and who they thought you were and who they thought they were. It has changed. Things are becoming very clear to them. And I think this person want to step up and take responsibility of commitment. Okay, because you the only thing that's on their mind. They cannot shake you, no matter what they do, when they at work, when they in the garden, when they at the club, wherever they doing. You cross their mind throughout the day a whole lot, every day. Okay, the Ten of Wands, and it's becoming a burden because, like I said, their soul, their spirit, their team is pushing them to reveal, to open up and speak that truth. And until you do, the pressure will always be on you. You have to release it. You have to let it go. You have to express. You have to be creative. You have to take action. It's a burden that could easily be lifted. But your fear bounds you to the boulders that's on your back. So it's all about telling you what they feel. Somebody got a thing for you, Pisces, and they have been scared to approach you with it because of whatever happened to them in their life. Okay, we got the Hermit, soul searching, and I had the person the whole time, right? You've been in their life the whole time. They looking for something that was already there, okay? And now they're starting to see it because that Hermit represents the soul searching of oneself. Okay, so they're figuring out who they are at the same time. So they're working through a lot. This person may be going through a spiritual warfare or something, but they are working through a lot and overcoming a lot. And you are giving them the strength to do that. Your presence, who you are, what you represent to this person. You are giving them the courage to face their fears. You are the inspiration to this person, and you don't even know it. Maybe you just be you, just being you real and authentic, and it's showing them, you're mirroring, you're reflecting. They see that, and it shows them the part of them that need to be worked on or need to be overcame. And I think it's a good thing in a spiritual sense, that you have the power to make someone aware of what their insecurities are, what their fears are, and what to do to fix it. with a little work from themselves. You know what I'm saying? So the Nine of Swords in the reverse. This says accepting past traumas. So just accepting the fact that I can't get Pisces off my mind. I got things I need to overcome, but I'm willing and ready to work on it. I'm in progress of working on it right now, and I can't let what happened to me or what somebody else did to me make me lose faith in other people. Cause then that's what keeps you in hermit mode, right? That's what keeps you alone. So they just have a lot on their mind and they overcoming a lot. And I believe that's what this third party card is about, because fear for this person is the third party and you became their lesson, right? And they don't want to miss out on at least revealing their truth to you in hopes of a chance to build something real with you. Right? They got to take a chance. They got to let it out. It's going on too long. They've hid it too long, and they're being pushed to do the right thing, which is tell you the truth about how they feel. That's it. That's all. Just tell the truth. For some people, it's so hard. But these are the reasons why it was hard for this person. So this reading may be to give you an understanding of who you dealing with and why they act the way they acted. Why, I don't know. But let's see. And look, we got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups here with the third party. And this card says the perfect partnership. Seeing eye to eye. Coming to some form of agreement. Right? And making a pact. Right? And cheering to it and accepting. This is like the acceptance of a relationship. The beginning of one. I accept myself for who I am. I accept you for who you are, and vice versa. And together we become power. Together we become one. Right? Together we balance things out. So, Then we had the Two of Wands, and it speaks about moving forward. And all these doors, you get to choose which door you want to walk through. And I think this person is making a choice to have a future with you, to walk through the doors you got on your side, okay? To trust in it, to leave the past traumas behind, to lift the burden. All by simply telling the truth and being honest with how you feel about a person. Damn, I love you, Pisces. That's it. Like, I don't know why that's so hard to say. Because that's what I'm getting. That this is somebody who's in love with you. And they've been weak with the strength in reverse. Exhausted endurance, right? I've been at you. We've been dealing with each other so long, and I wanted to tell you so long ago how I felt about you. I just never had the courage to do it. And now I do. So divine timing may have something to do with it. But now I have the opportunity to tell you, and I think this person gonna take the chance on this opportunity. Right? Because the challenge has simply been them running from what they feel. And not wanting to run anymore. Can't run no more. Pisces love is a strong love. Like you can't really, it's one of those loves that you'll never forget. They're those type of people that always hold a place in your heart, especially when you're involved with them that way. Okay, so the Magician in the reverse. Okay. Unable to manifest. It's a manifesting punishment. Because you're manifesting under a false truth. That Pisces don't mean that much to you. That you can ghost Pisces whenever you want to. Yeah, you could ghost Pisces, but look at you. Can't think of nobody else. Not for real, for real. He's interfering with your day all the time. So they just wasn't manifesting from an authentic place, and the universe didn't respond. That's why they didn't get their wish. That's why they feel so heavy, because you can't live a lie. You just got to be real with the person you care about in spite of what the world thinks. You got to be true to yourself. If you love Pisces, tell Pisces shit. Because it seems like you're doing more damage to yourself trying to hide it. So they just haven't been manifesting this correctly. Okay, justice. Fair judgment. It hasn't been fair to you or to them this whole time. And they need to check themselves, and that's what they doing. They trying to get in alignment with doing the right thing. Okay, in the Three of Swords. Severe heartbreak in the challenge position, right? They only hurting themselves and in turn can potentially hurt you. Okay? And that's not something that they really want to do. That's not how they wanted this to turn out. That's not what they wanted this to be. But because they wasn't living in their truth, they may have hurt you. They definitely hurt themselves. But I do think this is them wanting to come and open up and express their true feelings for you. And wherever it leads from there, they're going to have to be okay with that, whether you accept the invitation or deny it. Either way, as long as they get to speak their truth, they hope you will jump on board with them. But I think for them, just saying it and releasing it is a lot for them, you know. So what's crossing the energy? And it's the High Priestess. Okay. And this say decisive intuition. Okay. So this person knows what they need to do. All in all, they know what they need to do to get on the right path with you, to do the right thing, right? To let you see what's behind curtain number one, to open up and show you the real them. That's the energy. Let's get a practical self-care oracle to close out the reading, Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you have rediscover yourself, treat yourself. What are your interests? Are you hiding yourself to please other versions of you? Okay, so this is your practical self-care oracle. You got to make sure you're being authentic too. Okay, rediscover yourself. Okay, I think that you two are a reflection of each other and that you are mirroring each other. And sometimes you need to check yourself too, because justice is in there. You got to make sure you're doing the right thing for you. That you living in your truth as well. Okay, so this is the energy. I hope it resonates. Let's get a word from the chakra wisdom to promote positivity, to see which chakra needs to be worked on, or to simply get an inspirational quote that we can say to ourselves each and every day. Pisces, you have the first chakra, and it's the base chakra, and this one is relevant to self-sufficiency. Okay, so the card says, by finding material security without being materialistic, I will gain satisfaction, stability, and inner strength. I am resourceful. I put in the effort to be responsible for supplying fundamental needs in my life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I take responsibility for where I find myself in life as I move forwards. I get in touch with and trust my innate wisdom, which tells me that I will be provided with all I need. So self-sufficiency is the positive energy. If you're new to my channel and you like this video, go ahead, hit that like or subscribe button. For those of you who are returning, thank you for your continued support. And remember, y'all know I done lost my whole frame of thought. But I love y'all. And until next time, bye.